How do you become an HR executive? Hey there, my name is Josh and I'm the founder of HR University. And in this video, I'll go ahead and walk you through the steps you need to take to become a great HR executive. But before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to our channel, and that way you don't miss any of our future videos on how to become a great HR professional overall. And we'll first start with exploring the responsibilities of an HR executive so that you know what skills you need to fulfill these duties. And an HR executive works to ensure a healthy and safe work environment for employees. They work to retain the best talent in an organization to reduce the employee turnover rate with a reasonable budget. And HR executives collaborate with the Director of People and VP of HR, as well as other executives, to formulate, strategize, and implement employee policies, as well as their corresponding legal compliance. Moreover, they work on employee assistance and wellness programs like bonuses, appraisals, and grievances. And last but not least, they focus on the development and implementation of employee sourcing and talent acquisition strategies. And HR executives are the top tier of the HR department. Thus, they oversee the ongoing operations, plan for future projects, and develop strategies for improving the department's performance. And to fulfill these job requirements, you need a sound understanding of HR operations, project planning, and developing market competitive strategies. And even though the major job duties surround these fundamental operations, the overall impact that an HR executive has is much broader. And acquiring the minimum education is a first step in your journey to becoming an HR exec. Know that professional HR executives often hold at least a bachelor's or master's degree in human resources management or a business-related degree as well. And it's important to seek knowledge from a university or maybe a trade school in something like human resources management, which will not only provide you with an official degree or certification, but also be a testimonial of your HR skills and knowledge and give you an understanding of technical workplace laws, integration of business management into human resources management, things like leadership theories, critical thought processes, and a better understanding of employee relations, organizational behaviors, and different psychologies in different industries. And before proceeding with any degree, know that the most important thing you can do, though, is master fundamental skills with practical knowledge and on-the-job skills that you'll actually use and apply. Now, to become an HR executive, you need to understand also the payroll structures and how the employee benefits packages work for the betterment and engagement of the employees and organization. Now, in addition to that, it's important to understand the verification of employee working hours and how payable salaries work. Because as an HR executive, you're responsible for payroll, pension, taxes, raises, and bonuses. Thus, having a strong knowledge of not just these subjects, but of data and how to deal with mathematical figures is also very helpful. An HR executive must hold strong knowledge of proper disciplinary action to ensure a healthy workplace. It requires the knowledge to resolve employee conflicts to maintain fairness and equity within the workspace. Moreover, it's crucial to understand the sensitivity of different matters, since one wrong disciplinary action can damage a company's reputation and cause legal repercussions. And you want to research ways of how to identify the cause of challenges and issues in the workspace and learn to maintain a strong rapport with other business executives to take disciplinary actions and decide which employees to keep, move laterally, or maybe which ones to let go. And sometimes an educational degree becomes outdated in comparison to the job requirements of a tech-savvy industry. In such times, it's important to enroll in different types of certifications that stay up to date with technology and different industries to fill in this gap. And a certification, something like human resources management and other areas of HR, can help you with HR strategic planning, moreover, help you understand talent acquisition tactics, and much more. And I'll also help you learn about HR ethics and misconduct, and learn how to conduct job application analysis and explore staff retention strategies. And last but not least here, also learning about employee recruitment metrics to understand the analytical side of the HR executive's role. And you want to understand that certifications are super helpful to acquire here to get the technical skills that you need for this role. And next you want to know here is that HR executives are responsible for planning strategies for job advertisements to recruit a suitable match. And they look after how human resources managers plan the assessment tasks to judge the candidate's abilities to ensure the right staffing. And HR executives analyze employee performance metrics and evaluation results. And based on metrics obtained from these evaluations, they define competitive strategies to target business objectives and goals. And they also guide the employees about the business flow and how they contribute to it to accomplish the company's missions and business objectives. And the third important knowledge here is succession planning. And this is a technique to identify potential talent who can replace team leaders when the need arises. For example, when an HR manager is retiring, succession planning helps choose a junior employee in replacement for the retiring manager to take the lead, or maybe an external hire as well. And HR executives must understand the tactics to hunt talented employees who can come forward and take the lead. And with these technical skills, an HR executive ensures smooth business continuity, even if the leadership changes. And an HR exec oversees all the health and safety issues of the organization. And that's why it's important to understand the skills required to fulfill these responsibilities. And know that some organizations can have their own healthcare and safety policies, while some follow general federal and state laws. And as an HR exec, you are the protector of the workers' rights. As a result, you must review all strategies for employees' well-being and health and safety policies to ensure employees' rights are protected. And looking after the health and safety measures of employees has different challenges across different industries. For example, a heavy machinery industry is going to have different challenges than something more tech-focused. Therefore, familiarizing yourself with the organization's working environment and preparing yourself accordingly is a good foundational strategy here. And HR executives ensure that all organizational policies comply with local, state, and federal laws. And they keep up to date of any changes of rules and legislation that can affect the company's strategies, business goals, and then they go ahead and make recommendations accordingly. And well-defined policies minimize the risks and challenges associated with employee behavior and actions. And therefore, to become an excellent HR executive, it's important to learn to develop and implement policies that address workplace safety, employee conduct, and confidentiality to minimize the risk of legal disputes and other relevant challenges. And HR executives work to develop consistent policies that provide a decision-making framework and actions to take within an organization. These consistent policies ensure equal treatment and inclusivity of employees, and that decisions are made objectively and fairly. And policies help shape the culture of an organization that HR executives are responsible for. And that's why it's important to learn to develop, strategize, and implement such policies that align with the values and vision of the organization and contribute to its overall culture. And employees who understand and comply with the policies will feel more engaged and valued than the ones who don't bother with legal compliance. And since HR executives work on policy development, it's important that you learn to formulate tactics that support employee engagement and their overall well-being. In short, understanding policy development and implementation is crucial for you to become an HR exec and to ensure compliance, consistency, risk management, employee engagement, and organizational culture at its highest level. And after you master the mandatory skills needed for this executive role, it's time to hunt for a suitable HR executive job based on your interests. So go ahead and apply to companies that best suit your interests and skills. And make sure to keep in mind your personal preferences and boundaries for each role that you hunt. Because at the end of the day, it's not just about what you give to the company, but it's also about what the company offers you in return for your services. And make sure to customize your resume and cover letter based on the qualifications criteria mentioned in the job descriptions for the roles that you apply for. And of course, prepare well for the interview to ensure that you have a great interview process and you understand the culture of the company and you've talked to a number of employees before going through the interview process, so you know a lot of the answers that you should be supplying in order to land the job that you want. And there we have it. If you found this lesson helpful on how to become an HR executive, make sure to go ahead and like this video and subscribe to our channel. And that way you don't miss any of our future videos on how to become a great HR professional. And I'll go ahead and see you on some of our other lessons as well. And my name is Josh. I'm the founder of HR University. Cheers.